Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you're all doing well. It's Sunday, but it's also match day. At 6:30 p.m. we are welcoming Bologna in our stadium for the first time officially in the ALLIANZ Stadium for season 23-24. I am super excited, I can't wait, but I want also to agree with the words of Massimiliano Allegri in a part of the press conference of yesterday when he said that after the Udinese game, probably there was a bit too much enthusiasm, and I agree with him, because unfortunately, I have to bring you back to the past. Pirlo season. First game, fantastic. We trashed Sampdoria 3-0. The game after, we are not able to beat Roma in their home because we are drawing 2-2. The first comeback of Allegri 2.0. The first game, 2-2 against Udinese, and we all know how it happened. Not that much because of the performance, but because of individual mistakes. But the game after, the first one in our home against Empoli, not only we are not able to beat them, but we are losing in our home. 1-0 is the score for Empoli, and we lose. Last year, 22-23, we start again in a fantastic way. 3-0 with that fantastic goal of Di Maria, the brace of Dusan Vlahovic, but the game after, again, Juventus not able to win that second one. Why? Because we are doing 0-0 against Sampdoria. So today, we are playing against Bologna in our stadium. And if we want to do better than the last season where Juventus was not able to win the Scudetto, we have to win. That's the magic word, winning, giving continuity, not only to the performance, but also to the 3 points. 3 points in Udinese, 3 points in our home to have this evening 6-on-6. In today's video, we'll speak about Juve Bologna, presenting you the game, the last updates about the starting lineups with a few doubts, but also maybe Paul Pogba being able to enter in second half. A lot of things will be said in today's video. So I'm asking you kindly to put a maximum of like to the video. Thank you, because this morning we reached 27,200 Juventini on the channel, so continue to subscribe. Juventini that will also be part in the possible victory of today. Why? Because we are in our stadium. The stadium, we are missing, I believe, 1,000 tickets, and it will be again a sold out. That shows again that Juventini are behind the team, ready to support them. We were there in the Dacia Arena of Udinese with our voice, with the tamburini, with the ultra, and it was a fantastic atmosphere that at certain moments I was even asking myself, are we already playing at the ALLIANZ Stadium? No, we were not, but today we have the opportunity to show our voice, to show that we are there to support our Bianconeri. Will that be able? Well, according to voices in the ultra sector, not yet, but there is a fantastic initiative from my friend Maurizio around Turin that was able to sponsor himself or to partner himself with a beautiful collab with La Bianconera, with Italian Magpies, with Juventus, with Colpo Gobbo, and a lot of creators there, because today they will try to launch an initiative. Instead of waiting that there is an agreement between the Ultra and Juventus, well, they want to take initiative. They want to say, we are there, with a concept that is called 1000 bandiere bianconere intorno a noi. 1,000 white and black flags around us. That's a fantastic motto. Why? Because it's also bringing us back to the first old hymn of Juventus of the 80s, 1000 bandiere bianconere intorno a noi. La Juventus. Fantastic, fantastic. The first hymn that I was able to know before Storia di un grande amore. Fantastic. So what is the concept? I will try to invite Maurizio here on the channel so that he can give us the details and maybe already tell us the experience of that first Juve Bologna, but that's for in the future. Now giving you the concept in a few words. The project is to have the Bianconeri, the supporter, going to the stadium with some flags, of course respecting the measurement 90 on 120, without logos of Ultra, of regions or so on, but white and black, or maybe with the logo of Juventus, something that is representing really Juventus, the club, the football club that we are supporting going to the stadium. So actually, to break a bit that narrative that some people are thinking that Juventus is forbidding the flags, this is absolutely not true. You can enter with some flags if you're respecting the codes and the rules that are quite clear. You can find them everywhere online. So that's what they will do today. I don't know if we will reach 1,000 flags today already for the first time that we are proposing that initiative. I don't know if we will surpass, maybe, who knows, and maybe growing. So fantastic, beautiful initiative that I can only support, because always I'm saying it starts with us. Don't wait for other people to start, because that's a lame excuse according to me. If you want to change the world, if you want to change your world, well, it always starts with you. So fantastic, beautiful initiative that I can only support. And who knows, maybe Juventus heard about that initiative and they want to also send a sign that they are there to support. Why? Because they could be potentially a first change when the teams Bologna and Juventus will enter the pinch. So before that hymn of Serie A, we will be able to hear that 80s hymn that I just sung you. I'm sorry for that, because it's the morning, I understand it, but that will be the song that will be played before the hymn of Serie A. After the hymn of Serie A, we go with the new hymn, Juve Storia di un grande amore. So fantastic. Again, I can only support it if you are going, because I know that we are the Juventini of the world and not always we are there in Torino to go to the games, but if you are going, don't forget, you can, and you're obliged to bring a flag, a bianconero flag, to support our team. Mille Bandiere. If you want more information, of course, you can contact Maurizio on Twitter around Turin. Now, let's go back to Serie A. Let's go back to Juventus. Important. Corriere dello Sport is speaking about what happened yesterday, not only because they are saying Lukaku subito, Lukaku immediately. They want him, they need it. Also because yesterday they lost 2-1. 2-1 against the Frosinone. Attenzione. Losing 2-1. And what is the reaction of Lukaku? Well, the memes online are fantastic, because you see a Lukaku probably on the beach watching his phone, watching the end of that first half where Roma was already losing 2-0, and probably saying, ragazzi, I'm sorry, but I changed my mind again. Who knows? No, according to the last rumors, Lukaku will probably go and travel today already to Roma, and then in the week doing his medical test. So Lukaku is not a bianconero anymore, but he will become a giallorosso. Anyway, yesterday not only Roma with a disaster performance, because again, it's not the first time that they're not winning this season. After the draw of the first game yesterday, they lost. Milan, they won against our cousins of Torino. 4-1. What a performance, what a game, what a victory. I watched the game. It was not as spectacular as the score is showing, but you can really see the strength of Milan. They are really strong. Probably when I did my prediction, keeping them out of the top 4, it could be that I was a bit wrong, because again, for the second game, they are really convincing. Not only themselves, but also me, unfortunately. La Gazzetta dello Sport is opening with Milan, prova di forza, a test of strength, and it's correct. An evidence, a proof of strength, a game of strength. They were really strong. Anyway, yesterday, not only Roma lost against Verona, sorry if I said Frosinone, Verona, but Frosinone won against another big of Italian football, Atalanta, 2-1. It was also for them 2-0 lead. In the second half, Atalanta was able with Zapata to score, but what a beautiful Frosinone. Really, in that first half, they played really well, and I really want to praise the first half of Enzo Barrenechea, on loan from Juventus, that played a really fantastic game. He was really the geometro, the maestro there, leading everything, taking the team of Frosinone in hand. Yesterday evening after the game, Di Francesco spoke really well about him, saying it was the player that we needed to regulate a bit the way that we are playing, and he did really well. Why am I speaking that much about Frosinone? Because tomorrow, on Monday, it can be that it's the day of Mattia Sule and Caio Jorge to Frosinone. So Frosinone with not only one Barrenechea, but maybe even 3 players of Juventus. It's a team that we will have to watch every single week to see the progresses of our Bianconeri that will not be sold but loaned out to Frosinone. Yesterday, to finish with the games, Monza was able to beat Empoli 2-0 with 2 goals of Colpani. What a first goal. I don't know if someone was able to take him at Fantacalcio, but the people that took him, they will be extremely happy. Coming back now, mamma mia, it's already 9 minutes, but coming back to Juventus, the game of today, which is the most important. Well, Tutto Sport is saying voglia di Pogba. Will of Pogba. with a beautiful smiling Paul Pogba. Why? Because yesterday in press conference, Massimiliano Allegri confirmed that not only will be there in the Allianz Stadium, but has a lot of possibility to play the game. He is ready to play a few minutes today, which is a fantastic news, because I repeat you, a few weeks ago we were speaking about the Paul Pogba, that it would be impossible even to train a full training session with the team before the month of September. So if we are there, fantastic. Now, of course, with Paul Pogba, we always have to be cautious when we are speaking, because we need a result, the physical result. But a confirmation comes from Max Allegri that said Wednesday there was a big, intense training session, and the knee of Pogba, the physique of Pogba, was answering really well. The one that will not be there, and unfortunately we can't go with a 11-11, same formation as we all asked for, is Szczesny, that received a knock in training session, so it will be Perin that will be there. The team that is ready for 9 on 11, there are some two doubts on the midfield and on the right wing. We know that Perin will start with the same Brazilian defense. Cambiaso should be on the left according to Tuttosport, with Weston McKennie on the right, Fagioli in the middle instead of Miretti, with Rabiot, Locatelli, Chiesa and Dusan Vlahovic. For Gazzetta dello Sport, they are copying the formation of Tuttosport with one change, it's Weah instead of Weston McKennie. So we are going towards more or less nearly the same team as we had, with the goalkeeper change and maybe one or two changes according to Udinese. Let's see what will happen. I hope that Weah can continue to play as a starter, because otherwise it would be a kind of understanding that at the moment is not really ready for the rhythm of Serie A, that he needs a bit more time. What do we have to pay attention in the game of Bologna? It is Zirkzee that is taking the spot with now more responsibility. That was the one of Arnautovic that went back to Inter. Well, Zirkzee is a player that at the moment is not at the level of Arnautovic, but is a player that is able really to communicate with his teammate, always there, involved, maybe probably a bit much more than Arnautovic. Now, pay attention to him because he's really mobile. He always tries to find the right spot to be able for his teammates. So Zirkzee, pay attention, but also we have an opportunity to do them a bit dirty. Why? Because Bologna is a team that wants to play high, that wants to try to press super high. The thing is, when they are doing that, sometimes they are unorganized in the back, where Juventus, and we know it, we have the possibility with our players to go in counter-attack in really to hurt them. So that's a possibility that we have to keep in mind. When they are pressing high, pay attention that we keep our players high, ready to come up, maybe with a Weah and his velocity, probably with a Federico Chiesa that will start in the beginning of the game. Pay attention to Ferguson, one of the beautiful revelations of last year Bologna, a midfielder that is also able to go from the distance with a powerful shot. And then pay attention, because it's a team that is, yes, building from the back, but from the moment that they see the opening, that they see the possibility, they go with a long ball to find the first one that we were speaking about, Zirkzee. So these are the tactical explanation before the game. What about Mercato? Well, yesterday Max Allegri continued to speak about it, or at least continuing to dribble to avoid speaking about Mercato, confirming again that this is the team that we have and that is really happy with the team. We knew it, that it would be a Mercato without a lot of changes, but he insisted on the fact that the team, even without Mercato, changed a lot, because it's a younger team that now has legs, fresh legs, like Weah, like Cambiaso, a team that needs to run. If we want to keep that enthusiasm super high, we need to run. I see a total different Max Allegri in press conference than last year, when he was a bit funny, when he was joking, when he was taking his, no, this time serious, and he knows what he wants. So beautiful change in terms of behavior. Let's see if the team will follow him this evening or this late afternoon. What about Mercato? I told you there are still two players that are waiting, not Lukaku anymore, but Berardi and Morata, in case you have a Moiskin that will leave in these last days of Mercato. I believe we have still 5 days to go before the final gong. So will something happen? I tell you, Berardi or Morata, I prefer to keep Moiskin. And if we really have to have a new name, it's on the right side. I still hope, I still pray that Giuntoli is watching the video and that he's giving up on Berardi, Morata, or whoever you want in the front, but really going on the right side for a player that can give the sub to Weah. Because it's not that I don't trust Weston McKennie, but if we can have a player that is playing his role on the right side, I would sign. I would go all in for that. Well, ragazzi, I think that we said everything. I hope that you are prepared. The schedule for today, I will do the watch along in Italian on Juventus Twitch. If you want to pop up and say hello, I will be there for the pre-game already 1 hour before doing the watch along. And as soon as we have the triple whistle, you give me time for going to the bathroom, and I will be here for the post-game of Juventus Bologna. Hopefully with a lot of enthusiasm, because that would mean that we have 6-on-6. Grazie Juventini, mille bandiere bianconere intorno a noi, grazie, forza Juve.